Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm your host, Big Truck. Yeah, I got a little look here. Got my glasses on, everything. Got my drink. Um, I received an email from a couple of people this morning, and they asked some real good questions. So we're just gonna go through five of them today, and on the next day, I'm gonna do the next five. But it is some real serious questions, some real interesting questions, and I was just like, wow, people want to know about me. It's like you give people an understanding of who you are and how you move, how you operate. So I'm like, okay. So I got hit with some questions, and hey, let's get it. Question number one: who is the truck? Those want to know who's the truck. The truck is an individual that in the Arena League and NFL training camps, I earned my name by being one of the hardest hitting linemen. On 1 to 10, I was ranked like 7, 8. And it started in college. I left University of Texas, went to Hardin Simmons University in Abilene, and just did my thing. And I remember one game, the coach was like, look, go get that quarterback. And I hit that quarterback so hard, he said, man, that's like a truck hitting him. And ever since then, coach been calling me the truck. Question number two: where you from? I was born in California, raised in Jamaica, Spanish Town, Jamaica, Long Beach, lived in England for a minute, and found my way back to California back in 1990. Went to Long Beach Poly, and the rest from there. Question number three: what is your favorite color in food? My favorite color has always been blue. Also, as far as food, Caribbean food. Anything Caribbean, that's my thing. Or Islander food, because my mother is Samoan and my dad is Jamaican. What was your journey like as a professional athlete in entertainment? It's funny, a lot of people say that because they ask me, how come I didn't continue on to the NFL after I got cut in '05. I was with the Dallas Cowboys training camp and I got cut, and I got introduced to indoor football, the Arena Football League. And from there, it was just like I found a place for me. The game was faster, of course. The game was much more exciting, and it was a different type of flow for me, and I enjoyed it. I'm like, man, less politics, less things you have to worry about, and et cetera, et cetera. And I just went on, you know, and I started making a lot of noise in the indoor game. So the more noise that I made in the indoor game, of course, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. I played on 3 different arena teams and had fun and enjoyed the ride. However, it was a process on this journey too. I had to deal with a lot of things, a lot of things that folk on the outside don't even know about. Question number 5: how did, I like this one here too. How did you deal with rejection and how did it make you better? That's that's interesting because dealing with rejection, it's gonna come. Not everybody gonna like you. And in the game, in the game of football, it's nothing personal. It's business, entertainment. Period. You're gonna have doors closed on you. However, you're gonna have doors open as well. But it's also up to you on how you receive that. You can work on your craft and it make you better, or you can stay where you at and be stagnant. I chose to allow things to make me better. In my childhood, I dealt with a lot of abandonment and rejection. So therefore, were certain things, you know, were the norm. However, I had to break those patterns. And of course, of breaking those patterns, you're being molded, you see. And in life, We all deal with them things, but it's going to make us better in the end. Who were some of your mentors and those that poured into you along your journey? Oh man, I can think of a lot of people. Big Black, God rest his soul, Christopher Big Black Boykins, who got me into doing executive protection. For those may remember that show, Robin Big. You know, Jim Brown. Uh, wow, Greg Townsend, Marlon Briscoe, um, Ray Lewis. These are individuals that poured into me, that made me better, that made me step my game up, even to a whole nother level in football. Warren Moon. So, with that being said, that's just a few. I can go on and on, and, Anthony Bartley, Jarvis Hines. These are individuals, Archie Alexander. These are individuals that allowed me to step my game up because where they were, Big Adam Plant. These are the ones that I considered family and that took me under their wing and pushed me to that point. Just push me and push me. And by them pushing me and pushing me, allowing me to work harder and harder, my game got better. My skills got better. We're gonna go ahead and do the whole 10. Number 7, did your at what point in your life did you find your strength and peace? And it's funny that we that question is asked because I can go back to 2019. I went through a bad storm in my life. I went through a real bad storm. Bad marriage, and my marriage lasted like 14 months, and um, never been married before. It was rough. Storms came. This was a real major storm. And it was in the midst of that storm where I found my strength. I found my peace because I've never been faced with such things. Sometimes in life, we will be faced with some heavy storms that will rock us. But it's through that we find strength, we find peace, we find ourselves. Because the majority of the time in life, we're running from ourselves. So when you are forced to face yourself, that's a tough hill to climb. That's a tough mountain to climb, but you will climb it. I remember being put in a bad situation in 2019. Fighting. When I tell you I fought for my marriage, I fought for my marriage. I fought teeth and nails. And it's more than nothing. It means nothing when you fighting to save something and the person has already thrown in the towel. A person has already disconnected themselves from you. That's a bad feeling. That's a bad feeling. But you got to keep pressing. You got to keep moving. So in that sense, that's when I found my strength. That's when I found my peace. And I heard Yeshua's voice saying, "Will you trust me?" Even in the midst of all of this, everything that you lost, you will get back 100-fold. Number 8, what does love and peace and happiness mean to you? It means a lot. When you're able to face the person that has harmed you, that has done you wrong, and you're able to sit and break bread with that person, and you have nothing but peace and calmness about you, that right there says a lot. You're not angry, you're not mad, you don't shed any emotion, you're just praying for that person. That's when you know that you fully have peace within you, is when you can sit across from that person and say, "I love you with the love of the Lord. I forgive you. I also believe that it also comes from within of who you are. Who are you and why? Number nine, setbacks and comebacks. I do my best work under pressure. I do my best work when there's chaos. Setbacks. We're going to have setbacks. I done had some setbacks, but I've also had some comebacks too. Whether if I'm in the gym training hard, if I'm getting ready for a match, or I'm getting ready for a game, I'm not going to let nothing stop or kill my vibe. Doing this whole entertainment thing, yes, I have family in the entertainment business as well, but I learned real quick. I did Any Given Sunday, Football Wives, Days of Wrath, Notorious, a lot of non-speaking projects. Just to be picked for those projects was a blessing. But then again, a lot of people started knowing my name. They started seeing my face. Now we know who you are. Now we put the name with the face. You're going to have setbacks. But one thing I've always understood and always known was this here. You know what type of person you are or what type of person you are dealing with when you are in a storm and your character is tested. Then you will know, then you will find out who you are or the person you are dealing with is. Last question. What is your purpose in life? My purpose in life is to touch as many people as I can. Say the little things that will make a big impact in one's life. Amen. Just being the best version of myself. For those that know me, they already know who I am. Good heart, charismatic, personality, sense of humor, funny, love to make people laugh and have a good time, fun to be around. The type of person that will walk into dark places and light it up because of the light that is in me. But for those that don't know me, this is what they will discover. But it takes one to know one. Good people will always recognize their own kind. But it stirs my grits when those good people get mistreated for nothing they have not done. So my message has always been, be the best you can possibly be. The 3 Ds: discipline, dedication, determination. When you have the 3 Ds and you live by that code, you will not go wrong in your life. New beginnings, new world, new things. Place yourself in position to grow. Big ups to the person who sent me the email, Brother Jay, who sent me the email with the questions. He's like, man, I want to ask these questions. Following me on Instagram, following me on my YouTube channel. He's like, you talk about a lot of things, but tell the people about you. I want to know who you are so that we get more comfortable. There's a lot of things going on here with this show that in time is going to grow, but we're going to get there. Here at the King's Table, we're going to get there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the likes, leave your comments. I hope we have a good time. There's going to be more coming up soon. With that being said, shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace.